Good morning, Danny. It's February 12th. In terms of what state I would pick, I have to do some thinking on it because I'm not entirely sure if I can just pick one of the 50 just off the top of my head. I mean, all the states have their good points and then all the states have their bad points. Like, I love living in California. I think it's great that I have the ocean there and I have some mountains over in this direction being awesome and having snow come down. And we have a great state with lots of economic opportunities for people. But then on the other side is that we have a lot of issues with people and them not liking other people. And then Washington's pretty cool too because, you know, trees and stuff, and who doesn't really like trees? But then you also have coffee, which I think is gross and it doesn't really help the environment in any kind of way for the most part. Plus it rains a lot. And you can't say that it doesn't because I lived there for 20 years and it definitely rains and it sucks. So I guess I don't know which one I would pick because all the states have good and bad sides and it would be really hard for me to choose one. Instead of getting rid of one, what I'd want to do is have all the other states gang up and try to help the one that we want to get rid of because clearly there's something about that state that we don't like. I'm sorry, this is what I do with questions when you ask me things. I tend to overthink them a lot and then I just come up with my own answer. And I think that shows initiative for people who are trying to ask this question during an interview, like the weakness question. I would say something like, I don't know, I like sugar a lot, so I'm probably going to get diabetes at some point during my life. Even though I know what they're really wanting to know is some kind of weakness that relates to the job. But you know what? Why do I have to tell them that? I don't. Speaking of sugar, you're probably like, hey, is his tongue orange? Yes, my tongue is orange, and that's because I like orange soda. Kind of like Kel, I guess. Who loves orange soda? Chris loves orange soda. But orange soda's delicious, and so then it turns my tongue orange. You know, on second thought, I think it'd have to be Arizona because of all the terrible things that they've done for people. Or I guess I should say against people, because they don't really like people that aren't white or male. That, or I guess it would have to be some state like Alabama or Mississippi because there's some problems there. Or Louisiana and Tennessee. I forgot that they're the ones who teach creationism in their schools. Why are you doing that? Don't teach things that don't have evidence for them. You can believe in them, that's fine. But in order to teach something in a school, it should probably have some kind of, evidence backing it up. Otherwise, you're just teaching opinions. And when you teach opinions, that's not teaching people to think critically about anything. Because then you're just force-feeding them opinions. And that's what's wrong with education, is that we don't teach people to think critically about stuff. We just force-feed them things and say, here you go, have this regurgitated on a test one day. So those schools are missing the point. Who knew I was going to go on an education rant in this video? Well, it looks like I have to bring back Impostor Danny. Yeah, we're doing this.
So what actually happened on Sunday? You played 2 games? I'm really confused.
Well, the game that I played was on Sunday, and I had to play in 2 games. One was the game that Xander was playing in, except for I was on the other team. He's on the Otters, I was on the Warriors for that game.
Oh, that makes so much more sense now. Yep. My bad. Yep.
I gave him some extra candy today, and he actually got a little too tipsy on it, because, as you know, socks can't eat sugar or eat anything because they don't have digestive systems. And so it really messes with his nervous system. He could be going crazy right now, like he's, no, we're not doing that again. Anyway, Danny, that's all I have for you, so I will see you tomorrow on Thursday, the glorious day of Thor.